Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So I am recording this at the crisp hour of 12:03 a.m., which is normally far beyond the latest I would be recording at. Usually I close up shop and shut everything down around like 9 to 10, usually closer to 9, oftentimes far before that. So point is, I should not be recording anything right now. So that's why I'm kind of being quiet right now. But there's a bit of a situation that I think needs some addressing. So in my most recent video, the one before this one, I made a video trolling at Pastry's Bakery, where I basically made another standing in avatars video. I'm sure most of you are well aware of that whole rule they have over there. That's not what we're here to talk about today. There was a portion of that video that was not shown, not just because the video had to be split up in two parts, just because of the fact of just how much footage I got, but it was also not shown because I didn't actually get a recording of the entire thing, so I wasn't planning on showing it in part 2 anyway. But there was a point where I was getting into a debate with some Pastries MRs about the standing and avatars rule, and more importantly, about the custom chat filter that was added to Pastry's Bakery. Now, in case you are living under a rock, Pastry's Bakery's chat filter is unbelievably stricter than anywhere else. That alone is a pretty big indicator that there is something that is in their game that is not in others that is making their chat filter more strict, which to me implies it is custom. And on top of that, when I actually spoke to a HR in-game at one point, they even said that it was custom. The name of this individual escapes me, so before any Pastries people come to me and ask me, which person was it, the name escapes me, because it did actually happen quite a while ago. So, yeah, all of this leads me to believe it's custom, and so in my recent video, and in ones before that, I basically said, hey, Pastries devs, you guys need to fix the filter. And of course, they didn't. And this has, of course, resulted in me having extreme difficulty having just the most basic conversations with people in-game. And to most people, that's like, okay, great, why do you care, dude? It's just talking in a virtual game. Well, for me, this is my job. This is my job. This is what I get paid real-life money to do. So if something is making it extremely difficult to do my job, that is very frustrating for me. Extremely frustrating for me. So I was kind of being more aggressive than I normally would be. So there was actually a point in what would be part 2 of that video where I was having a debate with Pastries admins about this topic, and I will say I was not as respectful as I normally am when I have debates with people, because hey, I have debates every now and again about various things, but usually I try to keep them respectful. But that's not really what I did when this happened. And so what happened was somebody who saw the whole thing left a comment claiming I was, quote, bullying the MRs. Now, spoiler alert, I was not doing that. I was not bullying them. I'll grant you, again, I wasn't being as respectful as I could be, but I would not at all call it bullying. So other people responded to that comment, quite a few. It actually opened up a huge discussion, and one thing that was brought up was people saying that, I've been noticing a change in Barney's mood in his content lately, and honestly, I think Barney's seeming a little bit more angry in his recent content. He's been getting into more fights, and it just seems like it's not even for jokes anymore. It's to actually cause fights with people, and he just doesn't seem like himself anymore. And at first, that kind of ticked me off when I first read the comment, but then, clearer heads prevailed, and I sat and thought about it, and I was like, okay, wait a minute, Barney. You're just mad because this commenter's right. Who really likes to hear when someone's right about you being wrong about something, right? Who actually enjoys hearing that, right? But you know what? He's right. I didn't really notice it lately when I've been making my content, but looking back on it now, I see it. I see that, yeah, I've been a lot more irritable in my content lately. I feel like you sometimes have to really pay attention to see it, but it's there. Absolutely there. And I'll be honest, I've been noticing that I have been enjoying making videos a little less lately. I'm not always as excited to record videos. It's actually starting to become a little bit of a chore. So that's another thing. And I think that there is a reason for that. What I think is the major cause of it is two things, okay? First off, I have been doing the same uploading schedule for, I think, close to 5 years. If it's not 5 years, it's definitely 4 years. And I might be getting a little bit of burnout. I think I might be getting a little bit of burnout. I have been having to keep up with this schedule non-stop for several years. No breaks. No breaks, okay? And, you know, some people may think, Barney, one video every 3 days, you really can't do that? Yeah, it's not that hard. But when you do it for 4 to 5 years straight, it does eventually take a toll on you. It does eventually take a toll on you, especially when you don't get a breather every now and again. So that I think is number one, okay? I think my passion is starting to slowly fizzle out because of that. But I think I have a solution that is going to help fix that problem and will make it so that I don't need to change the uploading schedule. I'll go over what that solution is in a moment. I'm going to go over what reason number 2 is that I think why I've been getting more irritable in my content. And I think that this is a bigger reason. And honestly, I hate to bring this up. I really hate to bring this up because this is really not something I like to talk about. Just anything in my personal life I don't really like to talk about. Because first off, this is a problem in guys especially. We don't like to show our weaker side because it's, quote, not masculine, right? That's a problem a lot of us men have, all right? And number 2, I try to keep my online life and personal life separate, okay? I try to do that, but I think that I need to explain myself here. I really think I do. I think I owe everybody an explanation, so hey, here we go. I'm going to spill my guts here. My mental health in real life has been declining. Slowly. It's been a very slow process, but it is a process nonetheless. I would say in the last year is when my mental health has been declining. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics as to why. All I'll tell you is that it's been declining slowly but surely, and especially this last month, it's been steadily declining. And I think that has been a contributor as to why I'm not enjoying recording as much. And the fact that, again, I haven't had a breather to step back and really try to calm down. And it would explain why my irritability, or my anger, if you will, has been a lot quicker to show itself. And that's no excuse for it, by the way. That doesn't at all excuse it. Right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter how you feel. How you feel does not justify doing wrong things. Doesn't at all do that. Now, again, I wasn't bullying these people as that commenter claimed, but again, I would say I wasn't being as respectful as I could be. And honestly, ever since I read that comment saying, hey, Barney doesn't really seem like Barney anymore, it was kind of like a whoa moment, you know? This guy is 100% right. You know, I wasn't really noticing it at first, but now looking back on it, I see it. I see it. Now, again, I'm not a guy who likes to go over my struggles, my mental health struggles, because there's plenty of people on the internet that do that, that try to get sympathy bait. You know, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm suffering so bad, please feel bad for me. There's plenty of people like that, and I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I was that guy. I was that guy that tried to, cry all the time and hope that someone would feel bad for me. That was me, all right? That's another reason why everybody hated me in high school. Look back at Decade in the Making. You guys know, and especially if you want to understand really what I think my biggest problem is, it's self-loathing. Yeah, it is self-loathing. If you watch my channel trailer, Decade in the Making, if you've watched the whole thing, you know that my first, 7 years on YouTube were really rough. They were really rough. Especially what took place in my old Discord server. That stuff has severely scarred me. And yeah, I've been healing from it, but I'll tell you, I don't know. There are certain things that whole situation did that I don't know if they'll ever be fully healed. Because, man, it really was something. Now, again, these are not excuses at all how I am doing mentally, my feelings, whatever, they're not excuses for me to let my behavior not be the best it possibly can be. I have a responsibility to set a good example, as I talked about literally in the Vins video that not even that long ago was posted. So I have a responsibility to set a good example, regardless of how I am feeling in my personal life. You know what? If I have problems and I need to vent them, do that outside of YouTube. All right? Do that outside of YouTube. I do not have a right to treat other people a different way simply because I might be frustrated about something or I'm suffering with something in real life. Doesn't give me an excuse to do that. Absolutely not. Okay? But I will say that my self-loathing has been getting kind of out of hand recently for various different reasons. And I think that I need to take a break to just disconnect from everything and breathe, relax for a bit, because I have a very hard time relaxing. I really do. But I also don't want to not have content for you guys to watch, because I've been doing it for 4 to 5 years now. No reason to stop now. So here's what I'm going to do, okay? I've thought of a solution that is going to ensure I get the rest I need, but the uploading schedule stays intact. Since people are saying that I'm not like I used to be, I thought it would be fitting to show what I used to be like and how I'll hopefully come out of this being like again. And that's by re-uploading some of my older trolling videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go look at some of my favorite old trolling videos, and I'm going to re-upload them so that, these are videos that are already done, they're already finished, long ago finished, so all I got to do is just download them again and re-upload them again. That's something I could do in minutes. It is minimal effort. Minimal effort. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for the next, 2 weeks, okay? So I'm going to give myself a 2-week break from recording anything and just let the re-uploads come on for a couple weeks. Because, dude, I'll tell you, doing this for 4 to 5 years straight, no breaks, whew, I should have known that that was eventually going to get to me. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to finish Pastries Part 2 because that video is already recorded. All I got to do is just edit it and upload it, so I think I can manage that right now. But the video set to release after that will be a re-upload of an older trolling video, and I'm going to continue to do that for the next couple weeks. So that should amount to, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 videos, something like that. And then I'll come back. I'll come back after that, and I will make a brand new trolling video again. Hopefully, I'll be fully rested. I'll have had a nice reset that I've honestly probably needed for a long time. And I'll be better. I'll be better, and we'll pick up where we left off after that. So this way, I'll get the rest I need, and the uploading schedule will remain intact. I think that this is a pretty good plan, if I do say so myself. Now, I will still stay active on Twitter and in my Discord server, so it's not like I'm going completely blacked out online for the next 2 weeks, because I do kind of like posting things on Twitter, and I'll stay active in my Discord server, at least somewhat active. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on, and I apologize for any inconvenience this might cause, but guess what? Even though these are older videos, if you've come here within the last 2 years, like you started watching my videos within the last 2 years, these videos, while technically older videos, are still going to be new to you, because you've probably never seen them before, so it's still new content to you. And if you were around back when these videos were made, hey, might be a nice nostalgia thing for you, But, yeah, hopefully this way I will get the rest I need, and I'll be a better YouTuber once I've come out on the other side of this. Now, I don't think this is going to solve all my mental problems, but it will at least give me a breather. Will give me a long-needed break. So, yeah, and of course I'll apologize to Pastries for being more aggressive, but again, not everything the commenter was saying was correct, but I'll apologize for what is correct, so I will say that. But, yeah, and obviously don't send hate. If you send hate, you literally are doing the same thing I did, but worse, so don't do that, okay? I got enough problems on my plate as it is. I don't want to deal with people trying to make things worse, alright? So anyway, like I said, Pastries Part 2 will come out as the next video, and then after that, we'll do maybe 4, 5, or 6 re-uploads of older trolling videos. So I'll get to work on that right away, and yeah, I'll be back before you know it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next trolling video.